comb. Yes!
I guess we've technically been fighting the ghost now, huh?
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Should we seduce him? Her?
What?
Do we do seduction? What do we? I feel like I'm getting desperate here.
I am going to attempt to charm person.
Okay.
But the ghost will have advantage because we've been fighting.
Okay. What's your save?
My save, it's 8 plus proficiency plus modifier, right?
Yeah.
13. I can count.
13. All right. The ghost actually seems to fail the save. Your magic kind of take hold of it for a moment, and then it just brushes it off.
Okay. So it is not charmed then.
It does not seem to be charmed. It does not seem to be affected.
Okay.
Yep.
Is it that it just doesn't seem to be affected by magic whatsoever, or can I like get an insight on that?
You can roll an Arcana check.
Arcana. Okay.
Yeah.
Because it seems like they failed to save, so I'm kind of wondering like. That's a 12.
12. You're not really sure. You think it could have been any number of things. You think it might have.
Also,
might have
Morgan,
lost.
I'm going to stop you 1 second. Castle Crashing just messaged, "Hey Morgan, Nick here. Your ambiance is too loud or you're too quiet."
Amazing. All right, we can turn
So
down ambiance.
volume levels are maybe not super great. Also, shout out, hey Greg, how you doing?
Hi, Greg.
And also, hi Castle Crashing. I don't think I've.
So I think actually I might be able to video. I can turn my output volume. There we go. All right, I have doubled my output volume.
Okay. Also, Nick, is it potentially the like background music that's overloading everything else? Because if that's the case, then we'll have to do it or like change some things on probably Vanessa's thing.
Yeah, Vanessa has to change that. Vanessa, if you right click on rhythm and you go to user volume, no.
Rhythm?
Yeah, it's in the voice chat with us.
Wait, where?
In the voice channels, if you go to
Oh, Discord?
Yeah, Discord.
It seems like it's mostly just Morgan's voice that is extremely low. Like Vanessa and I,
Should I just turn it down?
Yeah, I turned on rhythm, and you can also turn me up. If you right click on me, there should be a bar that says user volume, and you can just crank me to 100 if you want.
Okay, go.
Yeah, hello. 1, 2, 3.
That should be a lot better. I put you to 200%.
Excellent. All right. Let's get back to this ghost fight. All right, so that was just Azuli's turn. 7, it's your turn now.
Okay. We have tried a number of things.
Was there anything that I found out regarding ghost things? Not really.
Not really. You think it might have been part of your. It might have been just how you cast the spell. It might have been the domain of the spell, or it might have been what the spell was trying to do.
Okay. So Ghost is evasive and will apparently attack back. Still don't have a lot of knowledge. I want to pursue some knowledge, I think, before continuing to interact with this ghost. Because I think that's what is hurting us, is we don't know enough about strategy with these particular entities. Thus, we are acting in a way that is ignorant of what maybe could get it to leave the library. So, maybe we should leave.
does 7 shout this out?
What?
Do you say this to your companions?
Yeah.
I don't think that's a good idea. I mean, actually,
I'm 15 feet up on a bookshelf right now. I would
You
like
shout
for
out.
this to be worth it.
Unless we have some other thing that we have not tried. You know what I mean?
Sorry, what'd you say?
Like, we've tried to fight. We've tried to, like, meet them and, like, be literally, like, inside of them. Wait, not like that. Christ. Or stand on them. Okay, anyway. Doesn't really want to communicate with us. We tried different languages. Doesn't really want to be persuaded. What have we not done?
I mean, we haven't tried to go all out fighting it.
You haven't taken the ankle weights off yet.
We have ankle weights?
No, it's a Naruto reference.
Oh. I was like, oh, do I cut off some of my, like, feet or something? Because then I'll be lighter and I can move faster. But, no, I don't think that's it.
Alright, so, 7, are you just gonna drop out of combat?
I think my action is I want to do consultation with everyone else before I make, like, an explicit interaction with the ghost.
Okay.
That's it.
Alright, yeah. So you think. Alright, Sarissa, what are you doing? You were 15 feet up on a bookshelf.
Oh boy. I'm gonna...
If you do dash, you can reach the top of the bookshelf.
I'm gonna dash to the top of the bookshelf.
Alright, you with your half-elf vivacity and dexterity, you scramble up to the top. Alright. Are you gonna do another bardic inspiration? You have 1 charge left and you could give it to the ghost.
Oh, shoot. Really?
That's the only viable target, but you can do it if you want.
I don't know if I want to give... No.
Alright, excellent.
Can I give myself
Okay.
part of inspiration? Can I inspire
No.
myself? Oh,
You cannot. Yep. Alright. So, the ghost is now going to take its action. It is going to travel over here by this bookshelf. Alright. Back up to top of order, Azuli.
Okay.
And actually,
How far away did this ghost go?
hang on one sec. You have an amazing view, Sarissa. You have quite a commanding view of the entire library at this point. So you can
Heck
see
yeah.
quite a bit. Everything the light touches is our kingdom. You can see that there's actually a dramatic change in shelf quality in the back here. These strangely shaped shelves seem to be made of an entirely different and much older wood than the one you're currently standing on, and they seem to be much thinner. What you doing?
Okay.
Oh, can I ask a question about the shelves?
Yeah.
Actually, just kidding. I forgot my dice roll.
Excellent. All right.
What exactly is the ghost state like? Can
Uh,
I, like, roll perception?
You don't have. Actually, you do have line of sight. Yeah, roll perception.
Yeah. Is it, like, line of sight enough? I mean, I'll move.
Yeah, you can move closer to it. It'll definitely make it easier.
Let's... 30 feet.
This ambience sounds like the Brown Band at like 7 a.m. outside of Keeney.
Yeah, I'd like to just kind of see what might be going on with this ghost. I think getting more information might be a good idea, so I do kind of agree with 7 regarding that.
Yeah.
But I'd like to figure out as much as possible
Okay.
about the ghost before we let it go. That wasn't a great roll.
What's your modifier?
This is
Okay, cool.
I've got no wisdom modifiers now.
You can see that the ghosts kind of... There, boys. You can see that the ghost seems kind of disrupted. It seems to be kind of thinner than it was when you began fighting it. It seems... The best analogy you can think of is that it might be injured.
Is it bleeding?
It's not bleeding.
I don't bleed either, bitch.
Okay, let's do... sorry, I just... Alright, I cast Vicious Mockery.
Wow, excellent. Make fun of this fucking ghost. Do it.
Let's hear your roast. Fuck, one sec. Azuli?
It has to...
This song, though.
Pass it as insane.
Okay. Alright.
I'll attempt to make this fix.
Alright, what's your save?
Is 13.
13. Alright, it does make the save.
Wow. I guess I just said some rather mean things to this ghost.
What do you say to this ghost? You gotta give me the roasts. I gotta have the heat.
Essentially, I think I'd probably say something along the lines of, you won't even try and make friends with us.
Wow, Alainey can't even be mean. Alainey doesn't have a mean bone in her body, whereas, like, I breathe roast.
Alright, roll damage.
What's your damage?
What's your damage?
They don't actually take damage because you passed the save. Yeah.
I guess the ghost just ignored your just taunt.
Yeah, no, I just attempt to be mean and it doesn't actually work. I think that's essentially just what happened.
So sad.
I feel spurned by, like, the ghost's non-acknowledgement of my attempts to befriend it.
Wow. Alright, Zach, move to.
What?
What you up to? What you doing? Are you just chilling out?
Who?
You.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, at the end of that, I step out of combat, I think.
Okay.
Well, you know, I really want to be resourceful. I am carrying a lot of shit in my inventory, so I might as well use something. We don't talk about the mirror incident. I have a priest pack. What does that mean?
Yeah. That's just items that you have. It's basically stuff in the priest pack. You should have that with you. I think it's like the stuff that's directly underneath it.
Okay. Is this the bedroll, mess kit, tinderbox, torches thing?
That's it.
Okay. I do have 50 feet of rope. I understand that if I were to try to lasso a ghost, it probably wouldn't work.
You're also very far away from the ghost.
What was that?
You're also very far away from the ghost.
Oh shit, I keep forgetting I'm like an entity in time and space. Alright. Can I move first?
Yes.
How much feet was that?
That was 30 feet, so that was your movement speed.
That was all I can move?
Yeah. Unless you want to dash, you can dash up to...
Last time I tried to like meet the ghosts where they were at, he like didn't, or sorry, they just like really wanted to not see me do well in life, so I don't want to do that again. Unless...
Quite a bit.
Pardon?
You were damaging it quite a bit by standing, like, on its face. Maybe I relay this. Like, the ghost actually...
Can I shoot a bow at it?
Must have been...
Or by bow, can I shoot an arrow at it?
You
Let's do that.
Okay, roll d20.
D20?
Yeah, an attack.
Why does this take? Oh, 14?
Yes, you actually, your arrow does strike true, and it goes right through the ghost. It does not seem to be effective.
How come a dagger is gonna damage the ghost, but not an arrow? Somebody explain this logic to me.
Alright, that's Seven's turn. We are now gonna go over to Sarissa. What you doing? You sure can. Yes, that's 15 feet. You do have just enough movement to jump across. Make me an acrobatics check.
I do have proficiency in acrobatics.
Yes.
With plus 2 dexterity.
Alright, what's the total? So plus 4.
That's 17.
17. Alright, you do manage to make it across. Your heel's gonna skid into the ground as you reach the other side. You're safe and sound. And you can see that these kind of strange shelves in the back here, they seem to be actually only 30 feet tall instead of 40 feet.
What?
Cool.
These shelves over here are only 30 feet tall, not 45. So the ones in the back are only 30 feet tall.
Are they filled with books?
They are filled with books.
How do the books look?
They look very old and quite dusty. Yeah. All right. You still have an action. What you doing?
Oh. Very. I do not have. Mage hand. How far can oh, that's only 30 feet. Darn it. Yeah, just gonna chill here.
Okay, cool. Are you gonna make an attack, drop out of combat? What you up to?
Oh, I don't know if I can make an attack. Can I throw a dagger from here?
You do not. It is out of range, I believe. What's the range on your dagger?
Oh, 60 feet.
Okay, yeah, you can. You'll be attacking with disadvantage since it's in the second range, but you have height advantage, so it's just going to be a straight d20 roll.
Cool. Oh.
2. All right. So you do just chuck your dagger off the bookshelf, and it falls.
Great. I just lost it. Good stuff. So
Very heroic.
I'm really glad that it's true to who I am.
That's relatable content. All right. After Sarissa, it is the ghost's turn, and it is going to move. You actually have quite a good view of this. It is going to move up here, and then it's going to cut. Actually, yeah, you actually lose track of it, Sarissa, for a little bit, since you can't see behind there. Actually, probably can't see in here either. So you do still have some blind spots in the shelves, which isn't great, but you can see most of the area. Yeah, all right, so you've lost the ghost. You can no longer see it.
Cool.
All right, that's the ghost's turn. All right, we're back to Azuli. You're out of combat. We go to 7. What you up to?
I honestly am fucking tired of this shit. I have a lot of matches. I think we should just set this portion of the library on fire.
No! Bad idea.
Are you doing that, 7?
Yeah.
How?
Okay.
I have a tinderbox and 10 torches. I have a tinderbox and 10 torches.
All right, what are you lighting on fire?
Did I get a reaction to this?
Well, I also have
You actually do, yeah.
I also have a bedroll.
Exactly.
All right, I think before we resolve this, we should take a short break, because I have to go use the restroom, and then we can deal with this catastrophe that's about to occur.
I'm a chaotic good, okay?
All right,
You gotta
Let's
sacrifice some things for the good of the people.
Alainey, could you play us a commercial for a little break, and maybe we will be back in 5 minutes?
How long of a commercial do y'all want?
A whole 5-minute commercial. Let's give them that good stuff. All right,
Sounds good. Hi everyone in chat. Thanks y'all so much for watching us troll around in D&D. We will roll a commercial break. We'd appreciate it if you guys stuck around, as it does benefit our club.
And our egos.
See y'all after. How do you spell commercial?
COMMERCIAL.
300. Invalid commercial length specified.
Yeah.
Oh wait. There's probably no S at the end, huh?
I'll be right back. I'm just gonna make some coffee and spike it with creamer.
Well, I guess we're doing 180. See y'all in a bit. Okay. Cool. Commercial break just rolled, but for anyone who is a sub to the channel, they'll be able to see us still.
Oh, whoa, cool.
Which is fun. I'll probably go grab something to eat.
I think it will also. I'm supposed to start running the dishwasher, but I actually don't know how to use the dishwasher because I've only used it as a drying rack.
What?
Like I don't know. Like in my house, it's like you like wash the dishes and you put the dishes in the dishwasher and it's drying.
Yeah. No, I think we'd probably do that if my mom wasn't super like germophobic. We wash ours and then we put them in the dishwasher to wash them again.
Yeah.
But also, Alex says, "LOL, me too" at Kris.
Yeah.
Really, Alex also does that.
Oof.
Oof, indeed.
Yeah. I can't believe I'm gonna miss my chance with this lizard library girl.
Yo.
God.
Vanessa trolling.
Oof. Chaotic.
I will be right back.
Cool.
Okay.
I'm gonna go right through the fridge and probably not come back with anything.
Yeah.
Alright, so we are offline right now, like people can't see me right now, or?
No, so we should be online still.
Okay.
I rolled a 3-minute break, commercial, whatever.
Okay.
Alex reported that he can't see it even though he's not subbed, so I'm not really sure what's up.
If he has Twitch Prime, that might be doing it.
Oh. I thought they had changed that. Maybe because we're partnered?
Maybe.
Twitch Prime? I don't know. Either way, I ran that. It's probably ending soon. I'm going to go grab food very briefly, and then I shall be back.
Right.
We might want to find some way to put chat on screen.
Yes, that'd be a good idea.
I don't know if Vanessa already has a browser thing for chat, but I'll ask once they get back. One or two.
Y'all can see, probably can right now. Good. I certainly am. So our brave heroes are getting into trouble, aren't they? Those little scamps. You know, they just gotta go where the wind takes, wherever they feel that they have to go. And that's their prerogative. That's what they can do. I'm feeling like what's his name? Sonic Fox? Not Sonic Fox. I'm a silly bean. When will you learn? When will you learn that your actions have consequences? That's how I'm feeling.
Oh my god. I don't know what I came into, but
just go with it. Just go with it. Yeah, alright. So that's how I'm feeling now.
fuck. I'm sad because.
Why are you sad?
No, it's nothing related to this. Like I had a class. I had my fourth winter session class, And me and my business partner, we were like stayed up really late doing this PowerPoint, and we like were taking in all the professors and TAs feedback. And granted, like they're like literally like freaking like, when I say they're assholes, like I am not very sensitive. Like they just literally are like harsh to be harsh sometimes. Like it's like you don't have to be like blunt all the time. Like only when it's needed, and it was just like super unnecessary. And so we were like, this time we're gonna wow them, whatever. And we stayed up really late, and we were like, this is it. This is the PowerPoint. And we wake up and we go to class, and they fucking hate it. But then it was like not like warranted. So then I felt better. It just felt like they were being like fucking terrible, which made me feel better because I can just drink the Kool-Aid and get an A, and then not listen to a single thing they say once I get out. You know what I mean? Like, it's just stupid. Like, they, you know, are good mentors, but, like, the way that they deliver certain advice is completely unnecessary sometimes.
That sucks.
So I was just like, okay. And I literally almost, like, threw hands with the TA. Like, literally. So, but otherwise, I feel good. I'm just tired. And then I have to go to the casino over with the weekend and ask random people about gambling.
Yeah, that's a mood.
Yeah, I'm gonna like dress up really nice too, so people actually want to talk to me.
Oh no, Kris is burning something, I bet.
I return.
Hey, so I just started the dishwasher, and I don't think I remember to put in detergent or like soap. And I don't think I can open it because it's full of water.
Oh no. No, just open it, yeah. If you put in detergent, it will literally foam up your entire house, fam.
What?
It'll foam up your house if you put in detergent. It'll like start foam.
Oh no, not detergent. I didn't put in any soap.
Oh, that's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I feel bad.
It's running it. I feel that.
Lighting in my room is a struggle.
Alright, we're cracking open another cold one.
It is unfortunate that commercials
drinking Mountain Dew. Oh boy.
But that's fine. Vanessa, you wouldn't by any chance have a chat pop out anything for OBS?
A cat pop out?
Chat.
A cat?
Chat.
Oh. Oh. Well. What do you? I have no idea what that is. Sorry.
Like when you stream, have you ever had your chat on the side?
No.
Okay.
I never. I like tried to ask, but then I think people just forgot that I asked.
Okay. We can help you with it after stream today then.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, I'm having trouble keeping up with the chat. If there's anything that's going on in there.
I think for D&D streams, you need to worry about that less because it's more about like
our interactions.
Yeah.
I've been like chatting with chat out, which I think is fun.
Yeah, I think that's fun as well. That's great. All right.
Oh, we're still streaming, right?
Hi. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. I thought like everyone was like, we're not on. I was like, y'all, we are on.
Excellent. Let's get back to it then. So we stopped on your initiative order 7, and you were gonna light fire bookshelf.
Yeah, I've seen enough horror movies, not a lot, to know that the is it poltergeist? Is that how you say it?
Poltergeist, perhaps.
Poltergeisters. They don't like the fire thing.
All right. Where are you starting this fire?
The librarian.
The librarian will care about the safety of her people.
Where are you lighting the fire?
All right. Can I draw on this?
Yes, you can. There's a little it's like a third icon down, and it's draw or freehand.
Can I use a reaction?
You can. I mean, you can get back into combat and try to stop 7. Your initiative.
Wait, did we lose this? Wait.
Actually, wait, no, your initiative order is higher, so if you want to jump back in, you can attempt to stop 7.
Wait, where's the ghost, though?
The ghost went towards the north, and you no longer see it.
I was gonna light this fire under the impression that I could see the ghost.
Okay, well then you're gonna have to find the ghost first.
Alright, y'all, I'm not lighting the library on fire until I see the ghost. It's just the logical thing to do. Stop looking at me like that.
Alright, what you doing?
Oh, what am I? Well, I'm gonna go find the ghost.
Okay, where are you going?
Where are we dropping, boys?
I'm asking you, where are you dropping?
I know, hold on. Someone just said, don't, 7. All you need to know about me is that...
You said you were going to light things on fire. Shot
Oh.
exploded.
Alright, that's a little bit past your movement speed. You can move to the end of this arrow.
What about, like, one more?
Nope.
Can I negotiate a little bit?
No.
Okay.
Alright, you can see up ahead, the library continues extending into the mountain. It's quite dark back here. But you can see there are even more tangled shelves directly in front of you.
No, there aren't.
And it's... well, the map extends beyond this one.
Oh.
There are tangled... Yes.
Wait, how come we can't see the map?
Because I didn't draw the entire library, I just drew this part of the library.
Wait, but if the ghost is literally off the map, how are we supposed to fight it or throw it in the fire?
How do you know it's off the map?
Fuck. Oh, fuck.
Alright, that was your initiative. Sarissa, what you up to?
Ooh. I'm gonna... Let's see. How far are things? Sweet. In that case, I'm gonna jump across to this bookshelf.
Alright, roll me an acrobatics check.
Heck yeah! Oh boy.
Actually, wait, this is a long... Yeah, that's fine. Alright, yeah, you land on the... leap across this large gap, looking down and seeing those books extending to the floor, and you manage to land on the other bookshelf.
Awesome.
So that's 15 feet of movement.
15 feet of movement. And then... I'm gonna move up here to the very edge of the bookcase.
Is that LaCroix?
No, it's Mountain Dew.
Oh, even
Gamer
worse.
fuel.
Even worse, m'lady.
Yeah, it's bad.
Alright,
It's
so
very bad.
are you dashing to there?
Oh shit. Shoot. 30 feet.
Okay, well the jump was 15 feet, so you could only move 15 more. So you
Oh,
can
I
move
see it.
there. Yeah,
Yeah.
nice. Alright, you actually do get a better view of the air. There, you know it's not in there, and you can see a little bit in here.
Sweet.
Do you call this information down to your friends?
I do. Wait.
Call it out then.
I'm gonna. I really don't. I'm gonna be like, hey, yeah, you know what? It looks like there's some really weird-looking old bookshelves up ahead. They look really old. These books also look really old. Maybe it goes. I think these books are valuable. I think we should not set them on fire. You know? I feel like the books probably have some like really key information about what we're facing.
Great, you still have another, you still have an action. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna... This 7, not 7. 35 feet. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Oh, yes. Range, 90 feet. No, I'm actually not. I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna just... Can I pass my action?
You can hold
Come
action.
out with me.
Hold action.
Yeah, you can hold action, and basically you can insert yourself into this round. When we reach initiative order 1, you will either have to go or pass.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Alright, great. That's Sarissa's turn. It is now the ghost's turn. It's ghost time. Ghost is gonna go do ghosty things. And you actually see the ghost, Sarissa. The ghost pops
Can
up,
ghosts
right here.
can ghosts procreate?
Nice.
What?
Can ghosts procreate? I'm just wondering.
You can roll me an Arcana check to see.
Can I?
You definitely can. And then the ghost vanishes again. It turns this corner, and you no longer get.
Okay, cool.
Roll me that Arcana check, 7. It is. Plus what?
From which thing?
Intelligence. And
0.
with your very limited knowledge of ghosts, you do not believe they procreate.
Thanks.
And it is your action. So what you doing?
Me? What?
It's your turn.
Oh. I'm constantly
ready.
like shocked that I have his turn still in this game. Alright, I got 2 daggers, so I'm gonna use both of them at the same time to throw them at him. Her. Them.
Where? You don't know where the ghost is.
The daggers, the possibility of them hitting the ghost isn't impossible.
You can't throw the daggers.
You can't throw the daggers?
No, you can. Do you want to throw both of the daggers into a random direction?
In the library.
In the library. Just kind of.
I want to throw them in the direction of the ghost.
You don't know where that is.
Well, I mean, it's not impossible.
It's not impossible. You can try.
Okay.
You could definitely
Here's
try.
the thing. This action is more a political statement of our complicitness and inaction to do something different. We need to fucking leave the library. I will throw my 2 daggers and catch the library on fire if we do not leave.
Yeah, I'm out of combat, y'all.
Yeah, she's trying to leave.
Wait.
I've been out of combat for the past, like, 2 turns.
You can drop out of combat and stop fighting the ghost at any time.
Oh, yeah, let's do that.
Alright, excellent. Alright. 7 is no longer fighting the ghost. Sarissa, you're fighting the ghost. What you up to? What you doing?
Fighting the ghost.
Alright.
I am gonna... Let's see.
Sarissa is 2 things. 1, horny. 2, determined.
Heck yeah! That's my whole... Hell yeah! Cool. Awesome. In that
I'll
case,
drink to that. Alright.
I'm gonna move right here to the very edge of that bookshelf, and I am going to cast Minor Illusion. I'm going to cast,
You do, as you get to the edge there, you do manage to spot the ghost. You have a very limited frame here, but you do actually manage to see the ghost.
Cool. I'm gonna cast, Minor Illusion right at this spot right here.
Okay.
Like right outside the shelf wall.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna include, it's gonna be like a bunch of like loud, scary noises that sounds like basically a horde of adventurers that are eager to like kill a ghost.
Alright, excellent. How do you cast the spell?
Oh,
Like what? Like, are you like plucking on your violin to like make the noise of the adventurers, or are you just reaching out your hand with your hand?
Yeah. I'm gonna do a little violin plucking.
Alright.
As my conductor called it, noodling.
Alright.
My violin, and it's gonna create the Minor Illusion.
Alright. So Sarissa looks intently down at the ground and begins. And these violin plucks slowly turn into the shouts and cries of some angry adventurers. Gonna get that ghost! And the sounds do evaporate. The 2 of you are actually quite frightened by this outburst of noise. All right, you do anything else?
Cool. Wait, is that it? Awesome.
That's it. Yeah. All right.
Cool.
So the ghost immediately responds to this quite a frightening predicament, and it is going to. It's actually going to move through these two shelves. It kind of just you watch as the ghost kind of breezes through them, and it is going to try to like hide in this little alcove here. It's going to be good doing that. That's all it's going to do for right now. So we're back to you, Sarissa. It's your initiative. You actually probably can't see the ghost from where you are, but you know where it is.
Yeah. Can I leap across this with stealth?
Hiding will be your action, and then lead your movement.
Sorry, say that again. You kind of broke up.
Sorry. So hiding would be your action, like you would be kind of like hunkering down, trying to like get out of sight, and then leaping would be your movement. So you can, you'd have to roll me a stealth check, and then you do the jump.
Oh boy. Okay.
All right. You do have advantage. You're pretty out of the way. The ghost has no idea where you are.
Awesome. Stealth check. Oh.
You have advantage.
Okay.
So roll me another d20. Wow. Not great.
Advantage.
What's that 5 plus?
I do have proficiency in stealth.
So that's, what's the total?
9.
All right. Not bad. Okay. So I think.
Not as bad as I was worried it was going to be.
Yeah, it's not awful. All right. Roll me the acrobatics check for jumping across.
Oh boy.
Oh shit.
It's going either really well, or really.
Yeah. Plus what?
Acrobatics. So that would be a 13.
A 13, yes, it's just enough. You actually, when you leap across, your foot kind of slips on some of the loose kind of varnish on the top of this bookcase. But you manage to catch yourself with your arms and kind of pull up, kind of parkour style.
Awesome.
So
Morgan style?
Morgan style, yeah.
Yeah.
Parkour. But yeah, you managed to move across quite handily, and you're above the ghost.
Nice. Thank you.
Of course. You still have movement left. Is there anything else you want to do?
Sorry, I thought of an idea. It was really funny, so I had to laugh.
Okay.
Stay here where I am.
Okay, great. So it is now the ghost initiative. It is going to do that, and that's gonna be yeah. All right. So you watch as the ghost kind of moves itself forward, phases through this bookcase, and is then behind this bookcase and moves to right here. Yeah. Nice. And that's the ghost's turn. What you doing?
I'm gonna drop out of combat.
Okay. All right. So sitting atop your perch, the bookcase, you watch as the ghost slowly moves through this wall into this tangle of bookcases and moves out of sight. All right. The three of you are sitting in the library. At this point, you believe you're alone. So, what we doing?
I'd like to go find the librarian again.
Okay.
I'd like to leave.
All right with that.
I'd like to leave. I'd like to go explore the town, and I'd like to fight some people.
All right. Do you tell any of your friends that you're doing this, or do you just kind of leave?
I'm just gonna leave.
Okay. Seven walks out of the library.
Hey, Seven, where are you going?
I'm fucking yeeting out of here.
All right. Seven yeets. All right. So Azuli, where are you looking for the librarian?
Probably backtracking back to kind of where we were before when we first saw the ghost.
Okay. You actually don't manage to find her there. She seems to have left.
Oh, nice. Wait, I can do that. Can people see that?
Yeah.
What?
Can I erase that?
What?
Yeah, you have to you just clear drawings.
Wait, what?
There's a clear drawings button under the brush, but it like wipes every drawing on the page, so it would just get rid of that pink line.
I don't think I can see that.
I can erase it.
Yeah.
There you go. Gotcha.
Okay. Then, if she's not there, then I'd probably want to head back to the area.
Okay. I accidentally I wiped a cat hair off my screen and I backed out. But yeah, you do find her at the front desk, and she kind of looks up at you and says, "Did you get it? Did you manage to kill the goat?"
I kind of look at her and say, somewhat. The ghost is very elusive in its movements and its everything. You told me that you don't have any idea what...
You dropped out. What'd you say?
I essentially just say no and ask, are you sure you don't have any reason, like, any idea why the ghost is here?
Look, I have one idea, but I don't want to be disrespectful of the dead, as silly as that sounds.
Please tell us. Anything will help.
I took up this position after the death of the previous head librarian. Her name was Brightstone, and she was murdered inside the library.
By who? Do you know any of the details of this?
I've seen where she was murdered, but they never found out who did it.
Okay. Did you do it?
She kind of looks at you aghast and says, "No, I would never do such a thing."
Okay. I kind of smile at her. I'd like for you to take me to the scene wherever it did end up occurring, but do you have the list of the books that disappeared, the ones before the spiritual section?
Yes, I can. Give me a moment to get that, and then I'll show you to where the event happened.
Please.
All right, Sarissa, what are you up to?
I think these bookshelves in the back are really interesting, kind of intriguing. I'm gonna see more of what's up with them.
Okay. Are you doing this from the ground or from the sky?
True. I really like this height thing. You know, like being on top of stuff.
Alright, are you gonna continue just jumping across?
I'm gonna continue jumping across.
Alright, you manage to leap around. It goes pretty good for you. These shelves are actually kind of a little bit wobbly when you stand on them, but you do manage to survey the majority of the shelves. I take it that's just your goal, is to just get the lay of the land.
Yeah, I kind of want to see like what are, and I'm able to see any titles. What kind of books are these?
Okay, that's
anything familiar.
It's pretty easy for you just to like from the top of the shelf to kind of bend down and peek and look at the titles. The odd thing for you is that these titles don't seem to be any in like a turnable order. They seem to be kind of random. Like you found a history text called "The Conquering of the Lower Reach" right next to a erotic fantasy novel called Tuskalove. So you don't really find a pattern here. There seems to be just a mush of books.
Mm-hmm. And these are all very old books.
These seem to be all very old books.
Okay.
And in your surveys, you do actually see the same. The doors you saw over here, which you did not investigate, you see a magic set on the other side, beyond the last shelf.
I see a magic what?
So on the left-hand side of the map, there are doors along the wall, and you find a matching set of doors that look very similar. They're kind of thin wooden banded doors. They're only about like 3 or 4 feet across and kind of tall, just along the wall, very evenly spaced.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. All right. So, Azuli, brain gotta work. Jeff takes you to the spot. And it's right where you are. Right here. And she kind of gestures skilled hand, kind of points at what you wouldn't like normally have just noticed off the bat. There are some spots of blood kind of staining some of the wood, and she kind of wrings her hands and said, I tried to clean it, but no, it didn't really.
Of course you did. Do you know how exactly it happened?
Well, she had a lot of stab, but they never found the weapon.
I kind of. Can I? No, I don't have. Could I potentially Arcana check to see if there might have been any sort of magic that was done in this area?
You wouldn't be able to like sense residual.
Sorry. It's me, the ghost.
Arcana check is more like knowledge about magic. You wouldn't be able to like sense a magical aura without like a spell.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't have detect magic. Feels bad. How long ago did this happen?
Right before I began my tenure here. 2 months. 2 months ago.
And how recently have you been seeing the ghost?
Within the last week. I've been so tired lately. I thought it was my imagination.
Have other people reported seeing the ghost to you?
Yeah. Actually, that would be what's his name? That student that's always hanging around. Damon. He's one of the students who takes up residence at the.
Did Damon know the old librarian then?
I don't really know. He might have. She was here for a while. I don't know. He was here when I started, so he might have.
Okay. Is anyone else with me right now, or is it just me and the librarian?
It is just you and the librarian, and with that, let's Seven, what's you up to?
So I'm out and about on the town.
Let's go to the town real quick. Let me get you to the town map. What you getting up to?
Wait, let me zoom in real quick.
Oh boy.
Wait, I can't. I'm like not able to zoom in. Oh no, I got it. Now I zoomed in too much. That's fine. Let's go to the Temple of the Gods.
The spiritual sensitivities.
You're not quite sure what Temple of the Gods are. You could go and look. Actually, you might have seen it on your way in. Roll me a perception.
Wait, why is my... Oh. Okay. Like, slash roll D20?
Yeah. Just to see if you noticed it on your way in.
Nope.
Plus what?
Plus on for what, intelligence?
No, this will be wisdom perception.
+2.
+2, 7. You didn't actually, it was kind of hard to see. It was like tucked between a warehouse and another building, so you didn't like really notice it. You can go check it out if you want.
Yeah.
Okay. So you walk back down the road. It's about like maybe a 12-minute walk there. You have to walk through the central square. You actually almost get bumped into by a carriage that's passing by you. You see there's a large warehouse on your left, and it has this kind of large disc logo over the door with a scale. On the right-hand side, there's a more small building right against the wharf, and it has a small kind of little deck on the outside. You have no idea what it is. And in front of you, in front of this little well in the central square, is this kind of magnificent white marble building. It looks like some sort of town.
Do I have any actions, or do I just, like, observe?
You can just go in if you want, I mean.
Let me just give me 30 seconds to just look at all of my observations of life so far.
Okay.
Is this place guarded by security? Like, are there valuables in it?
You wouldn't know that. The warehouse right next to you actually does have some very well armored guards outside. Like, these dudes kind of seem like to be professional security. They're two humans, one male, one female, both in kind of very, very tight and thick plate mail. But there doesn't seem to be any guards in front of this.
Let's just waltz in and see what happens.
All right. You walk in. The cascade has two like large columns on the outside. You kind of push open this very large, embellished wooden door, and you see what seems to be a pantheon. It has little shrines to all the gods, and a kind of an old dwarvish man that seems to be kind of well past his prime, but still wearing this kind of very nice suit of chainmail, walks up to you, kind of leaning on a cane, and says, "Oh, hello, child of the gods, come to pay their respects. How can I help you?"
Hi, sir. You are looking very young today. Looking great.
Oh, don't joke with me, child. Come closer so I can see better.
Okay, sure. Yeah. I was raised by a very, a family that worshipped the gods, and I just wanted to see the statues and the art and, the monuments resurrected for these very powerful entities. Just, get in touch spiritually or, maybe just realize it's all bullshit.
Oh, well, I can assure you the gods have in our time. Is there a particular god that I could assist you in paying your respects to? Perhaps Odd One, the god of life and death? And then behind him comes a Goliath, a very large man. He seems to be in his prime. He has kind of blue tattoos all over his face. And he is very large. And he seems to have this kind of frock of seaweed, like dried seaweed. And he says, "Or perhaps you would like to worship at the statue of Manan Maclear, the god of the oceans. Yeah, the look of a sailor about you." They really don't have the look of a sailor about them, Jog. They kind of look more like an adventurer, he says, kind of squinting and like half hoping he's right. He does not sound...
I do dabble in adventuring. I'm better at taking initiative, doing my own thing, fighting institutional movement and power. But, I do pay respect to the people that others worship. And I would love to check out this ocean god.
All right, wonderful. That sounds great. They want to check out the ocean god, Jackson. And he kind of reaches down and pats Jackson on the shoulder with a very large hand. And Jackson kind of shudders for a second, looks up, and he says, "Please, come with me." Do you follow him?
I follow him, but I have a dagger in my hand, in case.
Okay. He takes you to this statue of, it's actually just a statue of a wave, and he says, "Please, let us kneel." And he kneels down before the statue, and as he kneels, you realize that he's exactly your height.
So he's my height when he kneels?
Yes.
He's 6 feet when he kneels.
He's a very tall man. "Please, join me."
I just want to know, what is the purpose of kneeling? What exactly does it serve in worship? Does it serve a very specific function, sir?
Oh, yes, of course. Providing thanks to the gods for giving us safety on the high seas. You know what? You just... I'll pay our respects together. And he begins to launch into a very complicated set of ritualistic players. He says, "Manan Maclear, please provide this oceanic traveler with your safety and guidance. And we are gonna cut back to Sarissa while this is going on, because that's gonna happen for a long time.
Oh no.
Where's my library? There's my library. Okay. Sarissa, what you up to?
Huh. The doors that you mentioned. Or
What?
these doors off behind me. I'm gonna slide down to the ground.
Are you? Okay, yeah.
Casually.
Are you like gripping both sides of the bookcases?
Will I get splinters if I do that?
You might.
Ooh. Do I have gloves?
Do you?
They're not specified, but I'm gonna say that, you know what, I feel like gauntlets
They're
are
not
important more than any leather.
unspecified gloves.
So I will make
Alright.
sure my gauntlets are on and then slide down.
You slide down, and your gauntlets actually do get a bit warm. Slide down to the ground, but you are totally unharmed.
Awesome. And I'm gonna go peek out these doors.
Alright, which one are you checking out?
This one.
Alright, as you put your hand on the handle and turn it, it is locked.
Damn. I'm gonna try this door.
Okay, the knob actually does turn on that one, but as you shake the door, you actually can't get it to budge.
I'm gonna look. Is it?
Bam.
What?
Bust your way through.
Oh no. I'm gonna try the third door before I do that. Just to be sure.
Okay, you try that door, it is also locked.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go back to the first door down here. And I'm gonna...
Hannibal busting through?
Can I, like, look through the crack?
Fire! Catch it on fire!
No.
You can look through the keyhole, yeah.
Oh, can I look through the key? I want to look through the keyhole.
Roll me a, do you have dark vision?
I do.
Oh, okay. You can actually see into this room. It is not a very large room. It is just a small, what looks to be a reading room. There are bookshelves along the walls, and there are several they look to be, they were once comfortable couches. They are no longer comfortable couches. Everything in this room kind of seems to be coated in a thin layer of dust. The leather on the chair seems to be cracked, and a lot of the books seem to be kind of moldy in this room. It looks like this place has been neglected for a very long time.
Like, I have as well.
Ooh! Ouch!
Do the rest of these doors have keyholes?
They do have keyholes.
Cool. Can I, like, on this turn just look through all these keyholes?
Yeah, that's fine. So you actually look through all of the rooms and look through the keyholes. They all seem to be just simple reading rooms. All of them, except for the one that you tried to open, are very well kept. They don't seem to have a lot of books on the shelves. They have obviously been like taken away and reshelved. But they have like very nice reading couches. They seem quite pleasant. It would be nice to read in these rooms. They actually have braziers that are unlit in the corners of the room, but they're like within reach, so you could very easily like reach up and light.
Don't do it.
Sweet.
Yeah. Okay. Let us go back to Azuli. You are still with our very good friend.
Yeah, I'm
Very good friend, Jack. Yes. All right. What are you asking her about?
Let's see. Are you the only one who works at the library?
Oh, no. I actually 5 is. We have 3 sub-librarian, 2 book fetchers.
Okay. Were they all here working before you?
Yes. I think we earned one more book fetcher. His name is Bart. He's a sweet boy. He's from the village. It's a decent pay. So.
Bart?
Bart.
Okay. Do you think you could give me a list of all the people here?
who work here?
Yeah.
People that
I might be able to talk to regarding the past head librarian.
Yes, there would be Ringlet. She's a librarian, human librarian. There's Carol. She's another of the librarians. Our last librarian is a very nice elven man named Omfall. And our other book fetcher is quite a sweet berserk man named Jackson. Jackson.
You cut out every now and then, Morgan.
Excellent.
Baxter?
Yes. Gotta love that good internet, that good North Carolina internet.
Yeah.
The best part was that you cut out even when you were saying that.
Yeah.
What a performance.
Okay, so I have the sub-librarians and the book boys.
Book boys.
And then Damien, who you said frequents the library, who might have information for me.
I think he's actually studying in the foyer.
Okay. Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Did she ever end up getting me the list of books?
She did get you the list of books. It is quite comprehensive. It's around...
The ones that are missing?
Yeah. This is a massive library, so she kind of hands you this large ledger and says, I'm very sorry, it's quite long. We have to cross-reference the old records of the library with our new records. We're trying to put in new shelving and actually organize the books in the kind of uncharted reaches of the library. So these are the books we don't have accounted for. You can see when they were last checked out. That might help you narrow it down.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much.
Please be sure to get this back to me, okay?
Yes, I definitely will do. You'll be at the front, yeah?
Yes, I'll be at the front desk. Carol takes over night, and I'll be sleeping in my court.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Is there anything else you need?
Oh, yes. What was the name of the past librarian?
Her name was Haltbeth Brightstone.
Haltbeth?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you so much.
All right, I'll leave you to your work. And she leaves and goes back to the library. Is there anything you want to do while you're on your own?
Make note of this area. I mean, I don't think there's much else that I can do here, so I'd probably try and find the rest of my party.
Okay, yeah. So Sarissa, what are you up to right now?
I dropped my dagger somewhere around here.
Like a date?
So I'm gonna find it.
Roll me an investigation check.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Plus what?
Where are you going?
+0.
Oh.
You don't actually manage to find your dagger.
Why don't you eat dinner?
But you will definitely see Azuli in the kind of rows, so you do know where each other are now.
Can I call out to the person to ask if you can help me with finding my dagger?
Oh man.
Okay. Yeah.
Too good for that.
Huh?
Too good for that.
You're crawling around on the floor of this library,
literally
searching for daggers.
Alright, and
My
at the
life
same
needs to
time,
be
I'm
spiced the fuck
like
up.
explaining everything that I just heard from
There's
the
this
head
one guy and
librarian.
he's
And
it's
I'm
like,
also
it will take me
explaining
2.5
what
hours to get
I
these
had
fucking
found
notes,
with
so it's
the
not worth it.
bookshelves in the rooms.
No.
Excellent.
Perfect.
He doesn't have a car either, so it's like, what the hell? Like,
And I kind of say, I think we should probably try and talk to
all
Damien
this shit to get there and do all this
more
shit
than
to get
anyone
back,
else right now.
Let's do
He
it.
seems like
I met this one guy.
information for us.
And
Azuli,
he was like talking
do you
about
want to
the
roll
book,
an
and I was like, by the
investigation or a
way,
perception
like,
check
I'm
to
not,
find the daggers?
Yes,
no hookup.
please.
Like, no bullshit.
Investigation,
Right.
And he
preferably.
was like,
Since
Okay.
I actually
well,
have
I'm
an
gonna say
intelligence
nothing
modifier.
about like, sent me this fucking essay about how I was wrong, and I was like,
Yeah.
Like, I was
you
just telling
actually
you that I don't
managed
do hookups. He
to
was like, well,
find
you could
the
have asked my
dagger.
name
It
first.
appears
You
to
could
have
have asked about,
fallen down and kind of embedded
this
itself
and
in
this.
the
I'm like,
bookcase across from you. So
why are you
you
mad
can
right now?
pull it
Like,
out with a
what?
yank and
Like, I
hand
was
it
just
back
telling
to
you, so,
Sarissa.
you don't
I
think,
got you.
like, the whole time we're talking, like,
Thanks.
oh, we gonna fuck tonight. No.
All right, and while the two are going on by Amy,
It's
actually,
like, okay. So now he's like big
7.
mad. I'm like, I don't know. I'm figuring something out.
Hi.
All right.
No, you're okay. Have fun. What's up?
Your prayers have concluded at the temple.
Oh gosh.
So you can. He says, "Thank you so much. It was wonderful to spend this time with you. Would you care to make a donation to the temple?"
What will the temple be doing with that donation? Will they be refurbishing? Will it be paid to the temple staff?
Oh, it'll. Yes, it's what good old Yarg and I sustain ourselves on, and what we use to keep the site looking as lovely as it does to provide a sanctuary for those going out to sea.
So I
We
won't give you a donation, but I will pay you to tell me about Ghost.
I suppose I can. I really can't accept payment, but if you do give me a donation, I will be happy to talk with you.
Tomato, tomato. What do you know about Ghosts?
He does actually pull a small pot off a shelf and kind of goes,
Oh, okay, yeah, here are the coins.
"How much money are you giving him?"
How much he asked for?
He didn't ask for any amount.
You just said, wait, fuck. Alright, I'm gonna give you 5 gold coins.
All right. He says, "Thank you so much for your generosity. Walk with me." He puts the kind of spittoon back on the shelf and leads you over to a bench in the side of the temple. And he says, "Ghosts."
Wait. I'm sorry, sir. Sir? Alright, sir, begin.
Ghosts are the residual soul energy of people who are trapped between our world, the spiritual realm, or the pits of the abyss. Now, they cannot move between planes and find their rest until they are rest, their unfinished business resolved and completed.
Okay, so, if we were, trying to help this ghost, who is between 2 realms get to their respective realm, what would you, in a very, very hypothetical sense, do?
You could solve whatever was bothering them, maybe make peace with their family or something of that nature. And if they did become particularly disruptive, you would be able to banish them with certified weapons or holy water, perhaps.
So to confirm, that was holy water?
Yes.
And I'm guessing holy water is not just Fiji water. It's like water that you would, do some fucking religious shit on?
Yes, some religious shit. It would have to be sanctified by a very powerful cleric, such as myself or Yarg. Or Jackson, rather.
What if I were to tell you that we were in the process of helping a ghost go to its rightful place, and they're suffering, they're being evasive, they're fighting back. We just want them to be happy. And you are someone who can be the missing piece of our puzzle and get this holy water for us so that we can help this ghost find their rightful place in the realm of not, between places, but a rightful, peaceful, happy realm.
course. What could I do to help?
I'm gonna need a gallon of holy water, please.
Of course, we could bottle that up.
Bottle up that holy water.
And he actually, there's a basin in the center of the temple, and he pulls out several glass bottles from his kind of kilt, and he begins to fill them one by one, and he comes back to you with 8 vials of holy water. He says, "Here, please put that poor soul to rest."
Amen.
So he gives you the 8 vials of holy water, which you can put into your inventory, and he also says, and of course, we would really appreciate a donation. This holy water.
I'm gonna bring all my friends back to this temple, and they're gonna donate too. I gotta run. Thanks.
All right. He just kind of stands there in the middle of the temple holding the offering bowl as you quickly peel out the door with your 8 vials.
It's called business, ho.
Cool. All right.
Only one of us is a BEO here, and it's not all 3 of you.
All right. Excellent. So the rest of you, the other 2 of you actually find zero the foyer, and you can see quite a few people in there. And seeing you emerge from the stacks, Jeff comes over, and she gestures to a dark-skinned human man. He looks around 19, 20. He has kind of a very youthful glow about him. He's very early. He has this long ledger that he's writing in, and he's looking at another quite equally like book, and he's just kind of very attentively scribing away.
Yeah, alright. I will probably just walk up to him.
Okay.
This is Damien, what's his name?
Yes.
I'm gonna tail Azuli.
Are you gonna
What?
sit this
I'm
guy?
gonna tail Azuli. Like, actually, no. Hold up. Sorry, I wanna go and sit at a nearby study desk and seem like I'm not doing anything particular, but within earshot.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Alright, and am I doing all the interrogation?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. We going in. I go, kind of, tap the table so as to, get his attention. I don't really want to startle him.
Okay. He's still scratching away in his ledger.
I want to say, Damien. Are you Damien?
What? Hi. Can I help you?
Hi, Azuli. I put out my hand.
Hi. Shakes your hand.
I find the nerdy quirkiness endearing, so I get up and I move. I'm gonna move to seduce Damien.
Okay. So,
yeah.
what's your play here, to be clear?
I'll be your wing woman.
Thank you.
So what are you doing? What's the play?
Is he looking at books and stuff?
Yeah, he's got his ledger in front of him in the other book, and Azuli is sitting near him. There are still several chairs
So,
over at the study desk.
Greg says, do the shoulder touch from Into the Spider-Verse, Alainey?
I haven't watched that.
Oh my god, okay.
Oh my god. Wait, I've been meaning to.
No, it's more it's just such a good, it's a good idea.
What exactly is the
Morgan?
shoulder touch?
Are you gonna do the shoulder touch, Sarissa?
I'm gonna do the shoulder touch, and I'm gonna talk about
All right.
pleasures and the stuff is my intelligence is not very incredibly high, but I'm gonna try.
Damn.
Can you roll?
Weird
Can
flex.
you role play through this for me? Can you?
Oh boy.
He's sitting there. He's kind of looking at Azuli.
Shoulder touch. So, what are you working on?
Oh, I'm going through pressure. Basically pressure statistics. I'm working on a little bit of a side project of mine. Have you ever wanted to breathe underwater?
Yes, I have. Wow, how fascinating. That's really...
Alright, roll me a charisma check.
You froze.
Oh wait, I need to wait before
roll me
you
a
do
charisma
that.
check.
Okay, did you do it?
Charisma check?
Yeah.
Oh no! Whoa!
Oh shit! Wait, that the shoulder touch was perfect then.
Plus what?
+3.
So 5. He actually says, "Yeah, I know," and then he launches into this kind of very long explanation of the exact mechanics of his invention, which he does not describe very well, and most of the technical information kind of goes over your head. It's very confusing.
So basically, do you watch The Good Place?
What'd you say?
Do you watch The Good Place?
I watched
What's
The Good
that?
Place.
You gotta gone here.
Basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Seduce cheating.
Yeah. I can slowly take myself out of this conversation. The one thing that I know how to do has not worked in this situation.
Okay. How do you ease your way out of this? What's your scenario? He's basically about how the different barometric pressure required to sustain
Hey,
internal.
my coworker, Azuli, really is so interested in this stuff. Like, a lot of this, so smart. So smart.
Oh, really? All right,
I look
so
him dead in
basically,
the eye, and I say, I'm really not.
fuck.
I'm here to ask you questions about the head librarian who died here 2 months ago. We're with the Jacks.
All right. So towards him, it kind of withers, and he goes, "Oh, okay. You must mean what happened to Librarian Brightstone. What can I help you with?"
We'd like to ask you questions regarding the nature of her death.
All right,
As
yeah.
we've heard, I'm sure you know, there's a ghost who has been roaming throughout the library.
Yeah, I saw that thing. I have no idea what it was.
I kind of take a step back and I'm like, I really didn't mean to be rude, but we are very worried about your safety as well as the safety of all other library patrons.
Okay, yeah, I understand. I can be bad at talking to people.
And
Sorry. This is like an ancient nerd.
I was gonna try and
why aren't there seagulls?
Why are there seagulls in the library? Dude, when I went to school in La Jolla, there actually were.
Are there seagulls in the library again?
Good night, CSGO nerd.
Seagulls in the library.
Wait, what do you mean a good night? It's 7 p.m.
Oh my god.
There we go. All right,
Also,
there are no
good night, CSGO nerd. Good
Bye, Scott. Love you.
Bye.
Oh, I don't know their name.
That's my little best friend from. All right.
Nice.
So,
Okay. So, Damien.
yeah.
Who exactly was the... I look like I'm kind of searching for her name. Haltbeth?
Yeah. She was the head librarian here. She was very good at her job. She was always happy to let me look at books for as long as I wanted. She kept it very tidy. I don't mean to speak bad of Jeff, but there's a reason they had to hire another book fetcher. I mean, Jeff is still settling in, and don't get me wrong, I like Jeff, but Librarian Brightstone really just knew her stuff and was able to keep this library in working order. And the amount of information that she managed to recover from the actual cryptic shelves, that's what she and I called the shelves in the back, is absolutely amazing. Sorting and making it accessible. It's really incredible.
Were all of the books in the same sort of disarray that they are now?
Well, the first
section.
Well, not really. I mean, I think the first 9 shelves were, well, actually, the first 18 shelves were all in there's a lot of the general stuff and a lot of the stuff that was accessed most often by people at the Scholar Sanctuary. I mean, it was the normal stuff. They started building those last 9 shelves behind that I want to say like 5 years ago. I wasn't here then, but that's what I heard. They've like really ordered. Librarian Brightstone was quite an impressive mage. She was able to take and really just sort books incredibly quickly. So that's why she was leading that project.
So it sounds like everybody would have just loved her.
Oh, yeah, I don't understand why she would be murdered.
So she was murdered.
Oh, yeah, she was like stabbed 18 times. You guys didn't know?
Yeah, I think I told you. Didn't we were
Yes.
talking about it while we were looking for your dagger?
Yeah.
And I kind of like nudged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not to be disrespectful of Brightstone, but there really wasn't anyone who had any sort of grudge against her. Other library patrons, people who might
Do it
want
quiet.
control of the library.
I mean, everyone loves coming here for the information, but no one really wants to do this job. Like, you don't want to sort books for your entire life. She didn't even go into town often. It's not like she would have many enemies there. She went 1 week. She listened to me, and I listened to her in return. She had a real big interest in the occult. She went into town once a week. I don't really know where she went, but I can.
Have been spiritual sensitivities.
Yeah, that's shop. I don't like it there. I'm much more into natural science, and that doesn't sound like science to me. But you know, everyone's allowed to have their thing. I have my diving suit, and she had her magic.
Your diving suit? Do you?
Oh,
Like-
yeah, that's what I was talking to you about. Did you not get it?
Oh, yeah. I was going to say. Wait, shit. What's your name? Sarissa is really into diving, and I'm sure you guys could talk a lot about it later. She's not really into the like technical stuff, but diving in general.
Are you really?
Yeah. Right?
I mean, I didn't really smell stinkweed. I didn't think you were an actual diver.
Stinkly. Yeah, I noticed that out courtyard today.
Roll me a deception check.
Heyo.
All right. Plus what?
+3.
All right. Yeah. I guess I was wrong. Yeah. But is there anything else you need to know?
Other than that, I think we might go to check out spiritual sensitivity. I
Right.
might have more questions for you after this, but before then, before I go, what, just in general, is the staff like now? The feel now that Brightstone has been replaced?
I'm gonna be honest, it's lethargic. Things were really fast when Redstone was working here. Everyone was always busy, and now I hardly see Ringlet or Carol or Omp. They're always hanging out in their room.
Not working instead of...
Well, I mean, they do their jobs. They shelf books for like. I mean, I get it. You guys are new in town, right?
Yes.
Well, no one's sleeping really well. Not even like just the scholars here. It's not like they get it normally, but like just normal people, like the sailors. People are always out late at night. I mean, it's people are just antsy. It must be something in the air. A storm coming in or something.
When did it start?
I don't know. When was the last time I had a good fortnight ago?
And
How long is a
14 days. 14 days. And how did Librarian Brightstone pass?
About a month ago.
And
Yeah.
the ghost started
Actually,
appearing about a
I'm
week
sorry. It just feels like it's a lot sooner. It was about 3 months ago. Jess took up her position 2 months ago after they spent a month searching for an actual head librarian, and they brought her in from the southern states. She's very qualified.
Have you ever seen her around town?
If Brightstone went out, little Jet goes out even less. I've seen her sending Bart out to get her food from the market. She doesn't even go out to eat. She lives here. I mean, she's obsessed with doing her job. She does it very well.
Oh. Okay. And lastly, I don't know if you have any other questions. I have one more. But have you ever tried to engage with the ghost?
If I'm honest, I only saw it once, and it was when Jackson wasn't around to fetch books. Usually I just give him my list. He goes and gets them for me, but Jackson was feeling sick 2 days ago, and so I went and I saw a spooky apparition in the shelf. I was overtired, and I left and went back to my cabin. So I don't know what to really tell you.
Okay. Well, would you be up for going back to see the ghost with us potentially in the future? You seem to have known Brightstone very well.
No!
You fucking killed her!
I don't want to mess with ghosts. I'm fine. That's why I'm a scholar. I learn things.
I think I'm going out with
And I
think I'm gonna spend
don't
the day
confront horrifying
I'll put the keys in the
visages of
box.
death.
Okay.
So that's my deal.
He was like, "What are you doing tonight?" I'm like, "Sitting
thank
at
you
home
for your
crying."
If we need to talk to you in the future, will we find you around here?
Oh yeah, I'm in cabin 6 in the spiritual sanctuary. You won't miss it. Gotta make 6 on the side of the building.
Thank you so much, Damien.
Yeah. All right. Have a good day.
You do.
And he
Told
goes back
us
to his brother and then
shit.
starts,
Told
to
us
transfer
nothing!
back. All right, 7. What are you up to?
Alright, I'm heading back to the library full speed. I'm fucking sprinting.
All right. Are you two leaving the library?
Yes.
Okay, great. So heading full sprint back to the library, the 3 of you actually kind of collide outside the door. Steps, Halt Smash.
All of the holy water.
Halt Smash is still sitting on his pedestal right in front of the door, and it seems he's pulled out another, a little bit larger book from a satchel at his side and is still reading it. And he kind of looks up when you guys run into each other, but then looks back down. It's
Y'all.
It's almost nighttime now. It's actually really difficult to see. It's quite foggy. So you can actually see the lights of the city kind of are golden bubbles down in the mist.
Okay, y'all. I have something. I have to tell you something. Do you guys have a second?
We have a lot to tell you too.
Okay, who wants to go
Can
first?
you grab a meal and just debrief everything?
I don't eat food, but if you need to.
Awesome.
So,
Do we want to go over Lumpy FC is after the class? Oh, there we go.
pardon?
You cut out. What did you say?
2 bars in a row. 2 bars in a row.
But yeah, are we planning on sitting and debriefing or just staying here and talking?
Oh, maybe we can walk over to.
I wouldn't mind resting because I've lost a couple spell slots, but
Oh, yeah.
You guys are feeling pretty tired at this point. You've been running around all day.
Yeah.
what time is it approximately?
It is it's literally like evening. It is around like 7 or 8 o'clock.
Wait, literally or in this like dimension?
In this dimension.
Okay.
In fantasy world.
Well, it's true for both.
That is true. Yes.
Yeah, back to Jack's housing and maybe talk it over before y'all head to sleep.
Okay. Yeah. You are. So you're gonna go back to Jack's housing.
Yeah.
Oh, Morgan just froze for me completely.
Oh, he said, do you want to go back to Jack's housing?
Ideally. I think, don't you think that at night would be the best time to check out a spiritual shop?
No!
I think at night is the best time to...
That sounds like the beginning of every horror movie where like a group of like Caucasian teenagers are like, isn't it the best time to go see this haunted house that everyone said not to go to? And they're like, yeah.
I don't know what's up.
Hulk Smash actually looks down at you, arguing, and he says, "Go to the briny reef and stop bothering me." And then he goes back down to his
To the briny reef! I was excited by
I say we get wasted.
Yes.
And I think you'll help us think better.
Excellent.
Is there a bar?
The briny reef is the nearest tavern. Okay. So then you head to the briny reef. It's actually really packed at this time of night. Whereas, like, in the midday when you guys left and first saw it, it was kind of, like, crowded. It is now packed. It is a very, very busy tavern. You manage to push your way inside, and kind of, oddly enough, it's nautical themed.
Oddly enough.
Oh my god.
There are harpoons and tridents mounted on the wall along nets.
I literally have
This reminds me of fucking SeaWorld, dude. I'm getting, like, triggered, TBAs, like...
Amazing. And there's, like, a mounted fish on the wall that's massive. And it's quite this... you see mostly human and tritons here. But the tritons actually have a patch on their shoulder that looks like a blue shell. And behind the bar, trying to, like, manage this mess, it's... where's the... there we go. Is a Triton woman with a large scar down the right side of her face. She's wearing kind of basically just kind of traditional Triton guard. There's like a lot of kind of nets and shells on this kind of suit of armor, and she's like quickly just kind of very sternly passing out beverages and trying to keep all these tables organized. And you can see one staircase in the center of the room leading up. There are plenty of tables open, but it is very crowded in here. There's also a bard and actually a team of 3 bards kind of off in the corner, like right about.
Oh my god, it's your people. It's your people. Maybe someone's gonna like slide in their DMs or something because you have something in common.
There are a lot of attractive sailors in here.
I'm putting on my A game.
Okay, so
We're just like, fuck the library.
Yeah.
Sarissa, what is your objective here? What are you trying to do?
Make merry in all senses of the word.
Okay, I assume that means drinks. Excellent. All right. So the 3 of you go to the bar, and this Triton woman is just kind of like almost tossing these kegs of ale to people to try and like spit. And she looks at me like, "All right, what can I get you?"
One keg of
Quicker
ale.
than that. Come on.
One keg of ale.
Shirley Temple!
Keg of ale coming up, and she actually reaches behind her and slowly grabs the keg of ale from the wall and slams it down on the table and says, "2 gold."
I pay up to gold.
She takes it and then shoves it kind of towards you, expecting you to catch it, and it actually like knocks you off your feet as you grab this keg of ale. And this very large Triton sailor with an eye patch and what looks to be not a captain's hat, but just a battered hat, walks up to you and she says, "I hope you're gonna share that."
Okay, Chad the third.
She actually doesn't answer you. She just pulls, actually roll a seduction check for her. I mean,
No. +3.
that's not bad. She kind of gives a affirmative, and then she takes a dagger out of her belt and smashes it into the top of the keg to kind of create a hole. And she grabs a flagon from the bar, which looks kind of half empty, and pours you a cup and just slams it towards you.
A bunch of legends. Wow.
And she also tosses one to you, Azuli, and one to you, Seven. And then she actually starts pouring some shots from what you presume to be her crewmates. And they begin to sing a very coarse and rude sailor song.
My harp.
Alright, roll me a performance check, Azuli.
Oh man. That's a 16.
Alright, you very quickly have these kind of sailors stamping along to your beat, singing along with you. You actually manage to mimic and improve upon their music, so it's actually quite a good time. You've improved the mood.
Okay. Quality. Are they serving food in this establishment?
Yeah, I can get you food, says the barkeep behind the bar. What do you want?
I mean, what's being served today?
We got fish. We got some beef.
Fish.
Sorry.
She shuts behind her. There's like,
Wow, shocking.
A kitchen behind a wall, and this other Triton man with kind of a chef's cap on whisks around, and he pours this very large bowl of fish stew, which he passes, and she grabs it and then passes it to you and says, "I saw her," and sticks a fork in it.
Wait, how much? 5 silver?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Okay.
She passes you the food bowl. Anything for you, Missy? She's looking at you, Sarissa.
Oh, I was like, I don't identify.
I say no, and I the captain, and I make my way back to her.
Y'all not gonna...
Excellent. All right.
Well, we are gonna eat, no?
Wow. Okay. This captain is feeling rather celebratory. What you assume to be a captain. Do you kind of go along with her vibe, kind of getting rowdy?
Yeah.
All right, roll me another charisma check.
Awesome. 14?
14. Yeah. You two actually, as the night progresses, the two have kind of become drinking buddies. You're having a good time with her.
Buddies
you learn
to...
her name is Hert, and Hert, H-E-R-T. She is actually not a captain, but she is a very aspirational and motivated lieutenant on a Triton trade ship. All right, Seven, are you doing anything in this carousing environment?
Wait, everyone just smile for this screenshot. Okay, so, I just, I'm really into that organic vegetable oil or, kitchen grease. Just to, fill myself up a little bit and, get myself, just not, really fucked up in the body, which is what I am right now.
True. All right, so, the barkeep shouts back and she says, "Grease, I guess." And this very small bowl of, like, kitchen grease where there's, like, little specks of, like skin. Not like people skin, but like fish skin.
Okay, that was a good clarification, because I was like, the fuck?
And she passes it over to you and says, "Enjoy. Do you want it? The three of you need a room?"
Actually, how much is a room here?
5 silver for a night, food included.
Is there anyone here that we should be aware of?
What do you mean aware of?
You know, having knowledge.
Do you want a room?
Haven't I already paid for food? Does that count?
I mean, we can get you set up in a room.
I'd appreciate it.
All right.
I'll play for the rest of the night too.
Oh, you're a bard?
Yeah.
All right, the rest of them are over there. And she points to the other three in the corner. And she actually pulls out what looks to be almost a lever, but it has like kind of a key fob. It's not a key fob, an actual key on the bottom. So it looks
Key
like
fob.
you can turn it and then turn it like a lever. And she passes it over to you and she says, room 3 up the stairs on the left.
Wait, are we sleeping together?
What?
I might not come back to this.
Are we? Is that just Azuli's room?
There's 2 bunks in there if you want to share. And then with that, she actually moves off. She's beginning to...
Kris. Sarissa, what are you doing tonight? You literally sound like me sophomore year, but okay.
Alright, so how are the 3 of you trying to make the night progress? You are all feeling pretty bedraggled.
Bedraggled?
I'd probably still ask around regarding night sleep. What's
I'm-
going on in town?
I'm gonna follow Azuli's lead. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
That's fine.
I was just gonna say I was gonna follow your lead, and I want to do the same thing, but I'm gonna split up from you, and so I can get even more information, and then we can meet back and share everything that we find out.
Sounds
Okay.
good.
Talking to Lieutenant Hurt.
Wait, what'd you say? What'd you say? What?
I'm talking to Lieutenant Hurt. I know my priority.
Okay.
Alright, so what we're gonna do is a help. So who is
You cut out.
What?
who's leading the investigation?
Azuli.
Yeah, I will.
Okay, so you're gonna roll. Alright, so you're gonna roll a d20, and are you gonna help her?
Me? Yeah, I'm kind of acting as a deputy, if you will. Oh fuck!
You get to roll an additional d4 because 7 is helping.
Hell.
That's the highest you could have gotten. All right, 8 plus what's your investigation?
2.
Uh,
So 10.
So 10 total.
Actually, not too bad.
Yeah, you basically managed to gather a lot of people in this bar are not town natives. They essentially came into port and they're expecting to leave tomorrow. They're from a lot of merchant ships. But the few that you managed to talk to that have been here a while, just kind of they seem to brush your questions off, kind of saying like, "It always happens when you come into shore. That's what it's being about being a sailor." And they say it a little too loud. It's a bit unpleasant. But you gather there is some sort of like pattern-ish thing happening. You don't really get any sort of confirmation.
Like, as in this has happened before. Kind of.
Most of these people seem to think it has a very reasonable explanation. It's kind of like it's just what happens when they come into shore. This is a very busy town. It's kind of smoky. It's not good for the lung. You gather like 12 different explanations for this like effect. All right, Sarissa,
Yes.
what you up to?
I talked to the lieutenant.
Okay.
And a new adventure. Everything is so exciting. I don't know what I'm doing tonight.
All right, roll the charisma check.
Charisma check. Oh, that's not. Oh god.
So the pity doesn't really play well with her. And she just kind of slaps you on the shoulder and says, well, you can party with us. And you and her crew do manage to share a few good drinking songs.
Good stuff.
Yeah, and then you get wasted. Excellent. All right. Do you go to bed at any point? All three of you? What are we doing?
So some.
I'm gonna write when I stumble into a bed and I pass out.
Okay.
How does it seem like the festive, or not even festivities, just the drinking is going to stop or slow down at night? Okay, so the Triton woman who seems to own the place doesn't really seem to be slowing down.
She does not seem to be slowing down, which is particularly impressive based on the number of people that are going through this bar.
I'd imagine. In that case, no, I think at a relative reasonable hour, at an hour in which I'd be able to get at least 4 hours of sleep and 4 hours of like chill time.
Okay, yeah.
I'm going to go to sleep and go up to sleep.
Alright, what about you, Seven?
So, one of my, like, background / features is that, I don't need sleep. Like, I don't feel exhaustion, if you remember. So, I'm going to utilize that and stay up to conduct the interviews. But, you know, as I was part of Azuli's team, we didn't do great. So, instead of just doing interviews, I decided to assume the identity of someone I was interviewing and just steal their identity. And then going around and pretending to be them.
So what do you mean by steal their identity? What are you going to try to...
Well, you know,
You're a giant robot.
I am a giant robot. I am. However, I just make it work, okay? So I just, I figured it out.
Right, how are you going to attempt to steal their identity?
Well, all I need to know are the basic facts about, you know, where they're from, like, stuff like what they can do, and talk to people who maybe, like, know of me, but don't know specifics of what I'm supposed to look like. So, for all they know... Oh, I was just saying, like, for all they know, like, it could be, you know, this very high position in the sailor community. They don't have to know that, you know, I'm not a giant robot.
Okay, if you're trying to do that, I think it might be easier for you to just try to fabricate a personality and then bluff your way through.
Well, isn't that... Yeah, I mean, that's essentially what I'm saying, because,
okay,
you know, like, I'm gonna take the characteristics of, I guess, various people I'm interviewing, and then realize, like, what is realistic for someone in this community, and then I have this identity that I can wear, kind of like a con person, and then if they think I'm part of their community, maybe they'll give me more honest or insider information.
Okay, roll me a deception check.
How much can I add?
That's one of the skills that you doubled, right?
That I don't have?
That you doubled your proficiency bonus for.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's 4 plus whatever your charisma modifier.
Sorry. +2 is charisma.
Yeah, so +6 in total, so it's a 15, not bad.
Okay.
Yeah, you actually, you managed to milk nation. I take it you're, like, kind of exploring, what are you exactly trying to find out?
Well, I think there are some stories in this town that are kept very hush-hush, and for a reason. Like, they don't leave, like, the like, inside communities because, one, like, they're kind of, like, tall tales, but, like, the people within the communities really, really believe them. And that's because I think, like, possibly if they shared it without, people would judge them and be, like, shame them for, like, believing in something that is, like, superstitious or whatever. But they actually really believe these things and have very specific information about supernatural activity and other things that go on in this town.
Okay, so what you managed to kind of extort from people is mostly kind of tall tales of ghost ships, which you essentially get 3 or 4 tales. Oh, my crew and I saw a ghost ship one night. No, we'll send up a trail out of one away. And basically another guy kind of asserts that his ship, we have the most powerful cannons in the sea. The Triton armadas are the most powerful. We simply blast the ghost ships to bits. Basically, the best information you kind of gather that you think is the most credible actually comes from this kind of very slight merchant captain. And she says, look, I don't know about you sailors, but I was once transporting a ship of goods up north. Do you know where I transported the goods? And the guys go, no, we don't know where he transported the goods. I transported the goods to Newport. Those superstitious fucks the nobility live. And I'd like to thank everyone here in Slipunder for the ability to speak freely. And a few other flagons are raised high in agreement. Yeah! He says, but I'll tell you what. They had us transported. You know how they had us transported? Magic swords and maces enchanted in the floating city to be used. And off they go. That's all I'm gonna say about that. That's all I'm gonna say. And you know what else? They didn't pay us. They paid us. But they didn't pay us enough. And you can see she is starting to fade and slide backwards. And another captain says, I've got you. I'll catch you. And he slips and falls. And there's a little pile of people that forms in the tavern. And you think that's all you're really going to get out of these people. And we are looking like we are at our time. I am good to keep going if you guys are. Okay. Then I think
the end of the night, all of us going to sleep in our respective ways. Might be a good place to end it.